We back. Good morning. Aloha kakahiaka. Buenos dias. Magandang umaga. Hope you're all having a blessed start to your morning so far. Today, without further ado, let's get into it. Today's Wednesday, October 22nd. Don't got any US dollar news. Good morning, Vern. Appreciate you tuning in again, brother. Let's attack, man. Onward and upward we march. Yeah, get into it. There's no news today, so gotta keep that in mind. Could make today a lower volatility kind of day. But without further ado, let's get into this price action, baby. So, first things first, man. Yesterday was a brutal day. Very right when you got off, I actually entered this buy order here. Let me see. It was like right at 725 ish. Right here. My target was these highs. And essentially what I saw in price is this gray box price had closed above it right here. And so I went long right here and I had my stop at these lows, or at the lows of this body. And yeah, wanted to target these highs. Ultimately, as soon as I got in, it came out and stopped me out. And then I entered again because we had also created this fair value gap that ended up getting traded through right here. And so I had entered another trade right in here. Once again, was targeting these highs. And this time my stop was at the low of this fair value gap. And so I had seen some follow through. We started moving higher right here. And I was convinced we were going to take off immediately to the target. Because ES and Dow Jones were flying. And so I had moved my stop loss to break even. And so once price retraced into here, my stop loss was above here. Essentially got taken out at a break even. And so yesterday I had a loss in a break even though more or less my read on price was accurate. But you know, it's part of the game. Each loss is an opportunity to learn, and so just gotta treat each loss as a lesson. But yeah, let's get into today. Is there a thunderstorm going on or what? What is that? Sorry guys, there's like super loud noise. I don't know if it's a jet. Oh yeah. Isolated thunderstorms. Alright, so yeah, so looking to bounce back today. I had one loss and then one break even trade. So today's a new day. Looking at the daily chart on NASDAQ, I think we're headed for previous day's low. Also headed towards this daily fair value gap. Yeah, I mean, on the 4-hour, price is looking rather bearish. Order flow is starting to move more and more to the downside. So yeah, so we're coming into Asia lows, taking that out. London lows is right here. The previous day lows right here. So market just opened 1 minute ago. I think, yeah, nothing's stopping it from going all the way down here. So should see some follow through and sweep these lows. Although the daily candle does look bearish. My model that I look for is this right here. Right, we have London lows right here. I want to see us sweep this area and then maybe flip and target London highs, London session highs. So that's a great question. That was a learning experience. You know, why I didn't hold till I was profitable. The second trade, you know, I had already taken a loss. And so once I saw price move up, I wanted to protect my capital by not taking another loss. And so I moved my stop loss into break even to where if price came back, I wouldn't have lost. I would have just got a break even trade. And yeah, I mean, I had to reflect on that, you know, like I, in hindsight, yeah, I mean, I wish I would have not moved my stop loss to break even because that would have been a winning trade and would have been profitable on the day. But instead, you know, had to, the thing I love about trading is it makes you look within, right? So I had to ask myself, like, is there a fear of losing in me that I got to address? And how do I address that? You got to embrace the fact that trading is a long-term game. You know, one trade doesn't define you, two trades don't define you. It's about executing a proven process over like 50 trades, 100 trades. And so, yeah, I should have embraced the risk more and not been afraid to, you know, leave my stop loss intact and hold until I was profitable. So it's part of the learning experience. Man, these thunderstorms are dumping right now. This is crazy. It almost sounds like there's a jet flying over my house. Okay, so the walls of Jericho are falling. Um, Imagine Christ comes back right now. Anyways, we've swept London lows here, which I love to see. We're getting some serious movement to the downside. I wonder what news there is. Netflix earnings. Let's take a look at Netflix. What were their earnings? Oh man, they had a big drop. Um, I mean their revenue's solid, just their earnings per share. It's whatevs. Yeah, I mean, essentially my standard risk per trade is 1 to 2%. You know, no matter what account I'm using, and so that one in particular had risk actually, I think like 0.6%, 0.7%. But nonetheless, you know, I'm in a trading combine right now, in a trading challenge. So it's like I'm trading on a simulated account to prove to this profit company that I'm profitable. And so with that loss, you know, let me see. So yeah, I'm trading a $25,000 account. I had risked $150, so 150 divided by 25,000. That's yeah, point 0.6%. So even that was a conservative risk for me. But nonetheless, you know, on average, I usually like to risk no more than 1 to 2% of whatever account size I'm trading. Let's look at regular trading hours. Was there a price gap? Not really. Yes. Also looking bearish. Is it raining now? This weather's so random. Still got daily fair value gap here that hasn't been reached yet. Looks like it's headed towards previous day's low. What is up that? Oh, it's on regular trading hours. That. For the challenge, it's simulated, but once you get funded, it's real money. So this is the funded next futures right here. So there's many different prop firms, but the one I'm using is funded next. And essentially, they, pay you, give you payouts for, managing capital for them, right? But before you get access to that capital, um, they, want you to prove to them that you can trade. And so my goal is to, ultimately get the max allocation from them to get funded and be able to trade that and extract real money from the markets. Let's see. So 1 hour time frame. ES barely tapped into, wicked into London lows and Asia lows. Would like to see it close here to show it as a sweep, kind of like how MNQ did, right? Dow Jones also closed and swept Asia and London lows. Daily time frame. Yeah, Dow's looks interesting on the daily. I think it has potential to really either go either way. You have to sell by the time market close, or can you hold multiple days? So if you have a personal account on futures, you can hold multiple days. But prop firms, though, they require you to close your trades after each market close. And so for basically 4 p.m. New York time, 1 p.m. California time, while I'm on this trading challenge with this prop firm, I have to close my trades by essentially 1 p.m. But if I had my own personal account, I'd be able to hold for multiple days. Dow Jones potentially would be interested in longs if price decides to close above this fair value gap. Do you watch worldwide news while you trade to see how big events affect the market real time? Yeah, absolutely. Not on like a news channel watching everything, but there's this website called Forex Factory. It pretty much tracks global financial news around the world. You can filter it by, no impact, which is this white folder. Yellow impact here means low impact. I focus it based off of the red and orange folders, which means high impact and medium impact news. At the end of the day, the news is just, a lot of people say the news is the excuse, right? Price is already going to do what it wants to do. News is just the fuel that allows it to move towards where it wants to go. It injects that volatility, so price gets to its targets. Okay, so honestly, I kind of like what I'm seeing here in price. At first, when we got on, wasn't sure. It is absolutely raining cats and dogs right now. This is crazy. Is there a leak? Hold on. It almost sounds like there's a leak in my roof right now. Give me 1 second. Holy cow. All right, thankfully no leak. I had to rush back because I heard my alert go off. Let's see what's going on here. But I'm not surprised. I mean, even in light of a tragic event like that, it's crazy, yeah, that people can capitalize and make money off of it in such a way. I mean, it's kind of like what happened with 2020 with COVID, right? Prices were dumping due to the pandemic, and um, come here, Pinto. Yeah. Um, yeah, I think it's messed up. Definitely a conflict of interest to be able to make money from that, but the reality is, yeah, I mean, the market's gonna react to certain news events, and which means you can capitalize off of it. It's the I guess that's the world of capitalism. You capitalize on anything. Now, if it's I mean, like I said, I don't know the exact 9/11 story you're referring to. If they knew that it was gonna happen and then they made millions, that'd be messed pretty jacked up in my eyes. But I mean, if they were, and in light of what happened, yeah, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to be able to know that the stock market's probably going to tank after a huge terrorist attack like that. And so, you know, while they made those, I'm sure there's people who've made hundreds and thousands right behind them. So um, it's just the world of capitalism, man. Be right back. I gotta go check something outside. Here we go. He said they saw the tower before they knew it was his terrorist attack, and then when the second plane hit. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to look into that story, man. That's wild. I mean, it's kind of like with The Big Short, right? I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's based off of a book, but it's based off of real life events. I mean, with the '08 market crash, the recession that happened, Michael Burry and a few other investors were able to make some serious money off of it, and they knew it was happening before, or I won't say they knew like it was going to happen, but they had good reason to believe it was highly probable that it was going to happen. And yeah, I mean, while everybody was losing houses and down and out, yeah, they made off big time off the '08 market crash. So it's just the power of capitalism, man. Any predictions on what the next economical crash will be? Honestly, I have no clue, man. Um, I haven't done enough of my own personal research to guess, but I mean, I know there's people who say that, yeah, we're due for one. If one does happen, I don't know how bad it'd be, but I know for a fact that, yeah, we'd recover, no problem. But who knows? Only Lord knows. Okay, look, I like what I'm seeing here. The 1 hour time frame, we got this massive wick. The bodies tell a story, but the wicks do the damage. So the wicks swept these lows. The bodies are telling me we're potentially ready to go higher on NQ. ES, it's lagging behind. Dow Jones is lagging behind. So out of all these that I'd want to trade, it'd be NASDAQ. Oh no, it's headed towards London highs without me. Don't do it. Don't do it. So looking on the 1 minute, I mean, I don't like trading the 1 minute time frame anymore. I've been burned too many times, but I guarantee you there's other traders who saw this inversion and just went long and are currently up right now, but I just don't like trading like that anymore. 1 minute time frame is just too much for me. It happens too fast. You should buy those options now. LOL. Potentially. I mean, let's do a quick zoom out, right? So essentially my whole model is if we take out London lows, which is this green box, I want to see price flip and target London highs and possibly Asia highs. And if we look at days like this, right, this would be the reverse what we'd want to see. So we take out London highs and then we flip and target London lows and Asian lows. Take out London highs, flip out target London Asia lows. Here we took out London lows when we flip and take out London highs, didn't reach Asia highs. Take out London highs, drop. I mean, this was the day Trump sent out a tweet about China, which said the market dumping. And it doesn't happen every time, but look, you see here, we took out London lows, then we just kept dropping, or we went up higher, but we didn't take out London lows before. But nonetheless, I mean, my setup, I mean, you see it here again, take out London highs, drop to London lows. And so I like to keep that in mind. This morning, yeah, based off of this price action, I'd be interested in going long within this for value gap. London lows would be first target. Asia highs would be ultimate target, and then just round it out at 25,350. And it's gonna get there without me probably, but that's okay with me. I got zero FOMO. the other day, like how I approach missing a trade is you just gotta treat it like you're waiting at a bus stop. The buses come around every hour. If you miss the bus, you just gotta wait till the next one comes. If for me in trading, if I miss a setup this morning, just gotta wait till the next day. You live to trade another day. Okay, you got 7 seconds. This thing's gonna close right now. I'm gonna set up my long order here. So if 8 times 350. Actually, I'm gonna wait for 7 a.m. candle. 7 a.m. candle's coming in 5 minutes. I want to see how that next hourly candle opens. Got a 15-minute for value gap right here. See price trade through that. That'd be great. Whoever went long in this area is making out big. Also, in 2 minutes, we'll have a new 4-hour candle begin to form. Yeah, so that's a great question, Vern. What is a profit split? Once you receive funding from a prop firm, a lot of them, some of them are different. I mean, the one I'm using, it's 90-10. So I actually keep 90% of the profits and they keep 10%. But there's some that do 80-20, some that do more than that, some that do less than that. But it varies prop firm company, varies, company to company. So, but nonetheless, the one I'm going through is Fund Index Futures, and they have a 90-10 profit split. So that's the power of, um, you know, Fund Index prop firms. they give you access to additional capital to trade with. And, you know, instead of, throwing $1,000 into a personal account, just trying to flip that and turning it into, um, uh, excuse me, sorry, my eye, I got an eyelash in there. Trying to turn $1,000 into 100,000, you could flip and turn that and pay, you know, each prop firms have different prices, but I like Fund Index futures. And right now, I mean, you can get a 25K funded account for just $80, but you have to pass the challenge, first. Nonetheless, I mean, if you did 1,000 divided by $80, I mean, that gets you more or less 12 accounts. And that's I think they give you up to $300,000 to trade with. And right now for me, I'm in a $25,000 challenge. And once I pass, I want to work my way up to getting 12 25K accounts. And so theoretically, if I were able to make $100, right, a small target, $100 on one account, if I was able to copy trade across those 12 accounts, that $100 all of a sudden becomes $1,200. And so that's just the power of platforms that interest me. But nonetheless, I gotta prove to them first that I'm worthy of them. What is the risk if you go negative? So yeah, so that's another beautiful thing about trading with prop firms. You only risk losing the what's it called? The challenge fee. So for Fund Index futures, I paid $80 for 25K. If I fail the challenge, then I just lost $80. And then once you're funded, though they give you access to $25,000, they really only give you $1,250, because once the account goes below that level, then they'll shut it off and you have to reset and work to get another one. And so with that in mind, I mean, that's the that $1,200. I mean, you don't have, that's not your money, you only risk losing that $80 for that one account. Whereas on a personal account, I mean, if you're trading with $1,200 of your own money, if you lose that, you're done. That's your money. You can't get it back. And so, like I said, prop firms is an awesome way to get access to other capital and to use leverage to trade with. So, okay, 7 a.m. just hit. So far, I mean, I think my entry would have been okay here. What do you think is step one for me to start? Honestly, yeah, just demo trade. You want to download on your phone this app called TradingView, which is what I'm on right now. You can access it on a desktop. This is what you will look at to view charts every day. And then once you're on TradingView, you can set up a demo account through there, directly through them. And yeah, I would start with, small demo account and just practice on that. Just try to get the hang of it, get those reps in. And then also just save this page, Forex Factory. It's a free website online that just tracks economic news events around the world. And it's a great tool. It's almost like a compass. You got to use it to be able to gauge, how you want to trade during the week. Okay, let me see. Do I want to take this trade? We got this inversion here. But at the end of the day, it's just still respecting this 15-minute fair value gap. So I don't know if I want to take this or not. I think I'd rather take ES maybe. If ES ends up trading through this fair value gap. Signal for our candles printing. But yeah, so definitely start with a demo account, and then yeah, I'll introduce you to some of the free resources I have found on YouTube to study and show you all the other traders that I keep up with, you know. Um, let's see. Do I want to take this long? Should I take this long? For sure, my boy Vern on that. He said I already got it downloaded. Yeah, we could definitely link up. I'll hit you up and we'll set up a time, man. Welcome to the journey. Your life will never be the same. I'm dead. Jordan Belfort and you could be Donnie. You can tell your boss you quit. Nah, I'm got a long ways to go before I reach those levels, man, but we'll see. Slowly but surely. I'm not gonna be scamming people, that's for sure, but will I be in the markets? You better believe it. But I will warn you, Vern, trading is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I know a lot of other traders would probably agree to that statement. And so, you know, it seems like something that could be easy and could be a quick money scheme, but it's hard, bro. Like it's commonly said, you know, trading is the hardest way to make easy money, if that makes sense. Because theoretically, yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is push buy and sell. I mean, a monkey could do that, but just finding a consistent edge and repeating that time and time over and over again, it's a challenge, man. But the money's definitely there. The opportunity's definitely there. It's just a matter of mastering your strategy, but also just mastering yourself. Okay, I'm really considering taking this long here. I'll just go low risk just because I'm not too certain of it. I just like how price wicked into this area. We respected this consequent encroachment, which is just means 50% of this fair value gap. Um, but went in with lower risk on this one. I only risked 0.5% just to be conservative, just to be safe. Just because ES and NQ or ES and Dow Jones are lagging. And so we'll see. I really want NASDAQ to trade above this fair value gap already. Give me some peace of mind. But so far, I mean, this 1 hour candle, we opened, came down, created the low. Hopefully, it doesn't get trapped here. and it wants to move higher. Yes, got a bullish hourly candle. Dow Jones as well. Not the most convicting and convincing setup here, but you know, gotta test my hypothesis and just wait and see. If it stops me out, it stops me out. Live to trade another day. So it's all good. Yeah. Looks like it's not gonna work. Dow and ES are dumping, but I'm just let this thing ride out. Gonna check the waiver wire, but if NQ is gonna move higher, we're gonna need to see Dow Jones and ES to pick it up. Yeah, edge. What I mean by edge is just, a clear set of rules and parameters, and also your strategy. Rules and parameters meaning like, how much risk do you put on in each trade? Um, how many days do you trade out of the week? How many trades are you willing to put on? What hours do you trade during the day? That can be like considered rules and parameters. And then your strategy is just, okay, what setup are you looking for? What are you using to analyze price? And where are you, entering your trades? Where are you buying and where are you selling? Where are you getting in and where are you getting out? Um, and then also what makes top traders successful. I mean, shoot, I'm still trying to figure that out myself, but um, nonetheless, I mean, it's having a sound strategy, a consistent strategy that's repeatable. Um, I'd say they have sound risk management, right? They don't over leverage. They know when to stay out of the markets and just sit on their hands and not force any trades. Um, they got great psychology, they know how to handle losses. They know how to, um, embrace drawdown periods. 'Cause sometimes you go on losing streaks, right? And you gotta be able to just have the endurance just to get through it. So so it looks like this trade's not gonna work out, but that's fine by me. That's why I came in with initially lower risk than usual. Um, but yeah, I think, like I said, all in all, I can't speak from the perspective that I'm a successful trader just yet. I'm on the way. I'm an aspiring successful trader. Um, but just from the information I've been able to collect and listen to different podcasts, listen to different interviews. I'll send you all kinds of resources, man. Like whether it's podcasts, YouTube videos, you name it, man. Interviews. There's a wealth of information out there. Um, but yeah, all in all, I'd say that's what goes into what I've seen the top traders have. What they mention is typically those things right there: the strategy, risk management, and trading psychology. Those are the three. What do you like to see before you get into? Also, what have you seen in the past didn't work out how you thought it would? Yeah, I mean, what I like to see essentially is I'm a contrarian trader, so I won't say I like to play reversals, but nonetheless, I mean, although today isn't the best example as we just got stopped out, first trade of the day ends up being a loser, but what I look for in price every day is you hide this so I could journal it later. Um, Essentially, I want to see, so we have London lows here. I want to see a sweep of this liquidity, a shift in market structure, and a move higher. Um, Let me see. I'll send you a YouTube video, but I mean, there's this guy named his trade name is Inner Circle Trader, but the those are pretty much the foundation of the concepts that I study. Um, Essentially, under my strategy, there's four reasons why the market moves. It's to hunt liquidity, which is just previous lows and previous highs. So that's number one. To hunt liquidity, right? Finding smooth areas in price. Number two is to fill inefficiencies, right? Fill fair value gaps, offer fair value. And what I mean by that are all these gray boxes here, these gaps in price. Um, so that's the second reason why price moves is to rebalance. As you can see here, we moved up to this fair value gap and we respected it. In hindsight, I mean, since it's above the 5 minute fair value gap that I was looking at, I should have paid more attention, paid more mind to this 15 minute and submitted to it. But yeah, third reason why markets move is to retrace into equilibrium. And so what that means is like retrace 50% of a range. And so anytime you see like a massive move in price, you can measure it out with this tool. It's called the Fibonacci tool. And yeah, you could measure a range, right, like that. And sometimes price, if it moves fast in one area, it'll retrace to equilibrium of that move. And the last reason why the markets move is just to generate liquidity, which is just consolidation. It'll go back and forth, create all those equal highs and equal lows to then in turn hunt that liquidity. It's just like a never-ending cycle. There's four reasons: hunt liquidity, fill fair value gaps, retrace the equilibrium, and then to consolidate to generate more liquidity. You probably probably don't understand all of that, but nonetheless, that's the frame of mindset I view the markets. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk more about it on Saturday or whenever we link up for sure. But nonetheless, my strategy is simply I want to see London, whether it's London highs or London lows, this green box. I want to see one side of this box get swept first and then price move to the opposite side. And now how do I know price will get there? What makes me want to consider entering that trade is if we get a change in market structure. So you see here, we had this move down, this manipulation leg to sweep it. And then we got this V-shaped recovery. And yeah, I went long in here. This is an ideal setup. It just didn't work out this time, which that's going to happen. Losses happen. Yeah, enter stop losses at the low of this fair value gap. I mean, ultra conservative stop would have been at this low, but just from a risk to reward standpoint, I didn't like our ratio there. And so I wanted a more handsome gain. And so I had my stop there, be more aggressive. Now, there's hundreds of strategies out there. I'm not saying the way I trade is the only way and it's the only right way. At the end of the day, there's hundreds of traders who trade different ways and they all make money. But it's just a matter of finding, a strategy that resonates with you, that makes sense to you, and that's easily digestible for you. And then you just got to master it. But yeah, then to answer your question, what have I seen in the past that didn't work out for you? You thought it would is just, you know, basic support and resistance, like double seeing, like initially when I was first getting introduced to trading, there was this teaching that, basic support and resistance, right? Like right here, you see one low right here, boom, boom, boom. And so once you have these double lows, these equal lows, people would consider this area as an area of support. And so that theoretically, if price were to come back into here, we would think that, oh, since it's coming to this area again, then we can probably buy again. And some people would just go long in here. and expect, price to do the same, but instead it comes all the way down here and manipulates that liquidity. Um, but now that I'm aware of it, I try to hunt this liquidity here. Let's say, how hard would you say it is to consistently win on a daily basis? Let's say a goal of $300 profit daily. I mean, yeah, I mean it's for $300, yeah. I mean, especially on a prop firm, I think that's an easy goal. Um, Now, as far as how consistently and constantly you can win on a daily basis, it just depends on the strategy. It's and the trader that's actually pushing the buy and sell button. Because there's so many different variables, right? Psychology, risk management, things like that. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think $300 as a daily profit goal on a funded account is viable. I mean, even if you have a personal account, I mean, if you have like 20 grand, I mean, yeah, $300, easy, easy for sure. Um, but hard at the same time. Like I said, trading is the hardest way to make easy money. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's a hard question to answer just because, I mean, for me, yeah, it seems like it'd be an easy goal, but it just depends on, like I said, the type of trader and the type of strategy. There's a lot of variables to that. Oh wow, sorry, 7:21. Your boy gotta get ready for wake. Gotta check the waiver wire. How much would you have to stake per trade to hit that goal? Yeah, I mean, I'd say realistically, I'd say anywhere between $100 to $150. You could definitely hit that goal consistently for sure. It just comes down to like your risk to reward ratio. I mean, if you were able to land, consistently a 4-to-1 ratio, which that's hard to do on a consistent basis, you'd only need to risk $75. But I mean, if you do a 2-to-1 ratio for every $150, multiply that times two, you get $300. If you have a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio, every $100, just that can get you that 300 goal. And so just depends on, yeah, your risk to reward ratio and then also just your win rate on your strategy. So yeah, I mean, as I'm coming to a close here, I've got 8 minutes before I got to hop off and get ready for work. But um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I still like NASDAQ. Just considering we're in this daily bullish for value gap, right? On the daily time frame, this higher time frame, price is in this box here, and I think it should respect it. And we're in a bullish market, so I want to see price come into here and respect it. 4 hour time frame, new 4 hour candle just formed. It's looking bearish so far, but at some point I want to see price turn around and flip to the upside out of this area. And once it does that, I mean, yeah, target London highs for sure at 320 and Asia highs around 341. So I'll probably monitor this throughout the day and see what we get. But It's another great question. Yeah, some of them have different rules. You just have to find the one that makes the most sense for you, what you're trying to accomplish. There's some that have, trading day rules, like I've seen some where you have to, like, every 10 days you have to take a trade, keep that account active. There's some, yeah, that don't have a trading day rule, so that way you can, yeah, let it sit for 2 weeks, and yeah, you'd be able to trade, the 2 weeks that you're off. There's actually there's this website, let me find it. Essentially, it helps you compare different prop firms. I'll have to find a prop firm page, but here it is. This link will take you to the different prop firms that are out there. You can kind of explore and see what options are out there. Some of them give you simulated capital, some of them will give you live accounts, but all in all of them you can earn real money. Like I know Top Step, they have a live account process to where, yeah, you get funded with live accounts. It's just Top Step tends to be a little harder to pass than some other ones, but let's see, 5 minute. I'm gonna have to bring this stream to a close. One loss on the day, but I'll monitor how we react out of this daily for value gap. I'm interested to see how price reacts off of this level here. Yeah, demo accounts are all simulated and free. If anybody's charging you just to demo trade, it's a scam. Yep. You have a blessed day, Vern. I'll get in touch with you, man. We'll definitely link up ASAP and talk more about it. But appreciate you tuning in, and to anybody else who watches this recording, hope you all have a blessed day. God bless you. Soli Deo Gloria. Glory be to God alone.